Microwave.
We'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth here at the opening day of the Maryland General Assembly 2010 with Attorney General Doug Gansler. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for all of your support of Be More News. You have been there consistently. You've never turned us down. You've come out and supported our events. And in 2010, we have to return the service and make sure that we support you. What's on your agenda this year?
Well, my top agenda item is trying to get rid of the election of judges. We need to have more minority judges throughout the state of Maryland, not just in the two majority-minority districts, that is Baltimore City and Prince George's County, but all over the state of Maryland, so that the African-American in the room, which is often the case, is not the person at the defendant's table, but we want to have judges. We want them wearing the robes. And what we have right now is the election of judges, so that when a minority is picked by the governor, then they automatically lose the next time they're on the ballot. We want to change that in the state of Maryland. Also, it's unseemly for judges to be politicized anyway. We don't want them going out to have to go to political events. We want them to be impartial and to render fair rulings. And finally, we want to get the money out of the judges' races, which the Supreme Court has called into question as well. So that's the top issue that we're looking at this year. A couple other issues, we're going to try to make the Chesapeake Bay a no discharge zone for human waste, so people can't put their human waste into the bay, and try and clean up the environment for all of us. We're looking at trying to get rid of a drug called salvia, which is down in the Ocean City area. The kids are using. It's kind of like a hallucinogen that we're trying to make illegal, like it is around the other states nearby. So those are a couple of things we're looking at this year here in Annapolis.
Let me take you back to February 11th, 2008, and a young man came to Baltimore. He packed 13,000 people in the arena, and you were one of the first to support this man. He has gone on to become the president, the 44th, that is, of these United States. How does it feel to be on a winning team?
It is great. I had the honor of co-chairing President Obama's campaign along with Elijah Cummings of Baltimore, and we had a really good teamwork together to us, and it was phenomenal. I mean, in Maryland, actually, you know, it's easier to forget now, but Maryland that day was instrumental in getting him over the top. People came out in droves, but not only did we do a great job here in Maryland to support President Obama, but we worked in Virginia and Pennsylvania to help win there. Since that time, I think he's doing a phenomenal job. It's so easy to forget that less than a year ago we were on the brink of another depression, and President Obama came in and he did the right thing for the right reasons, and now the economy seems to be turning around in a positive direction. We're doing great internationally, and I still think he's going to go down as one of the great presidents we've ever had.
But has anyone ever said thank you to you? I mean, you stepped out and you did, I don't know, everybody wasn't just jumping over there. You were a visionary in that respect.
You know, the first person that said thank you to me was a guy at the Subway restaurant. When I was in there in Baltimore City one night, and I ordered and I got a Subway sandwich, and I was going to pay, and he said, "I want to thank you, Mr. Attorney General." I said, "What are you thanking me for?" I was hungry, and he said, "No, for what you're doing for Obama at the time." And it was interesting. You know, the people were following it. People wanted to see change. People wanted to see somebody new, and it's great for our country. And it really is. And I'm excited to have been a tiny, tiny, tiny part of it.
One of the things at Be More News, and then we're winding down at Be More News, we try to keep our ear to the ground. I have not heard that you will be making a gubernatorial run.
Now, I'm going to be running for re-election for Attorney General. I love my job. Love coming up to Baltimore every day, trying to make the world a better place, and it's my capacity to do so, and the little capacity that I have. So I'll be running for re-election this year, and hopefully it'll be a little less eventful than the last time.
Well, there is a young man, maybe a few yards from here, who is interested in running, but from the Republican angle for governor. Any thoughts on
well, you know,
how this governor is doing with respect to a Republican challenger?
Well, obviously this governor is doing, I think, a very good job. It's a difficult time to be governor for anybody. He's making the right decisions for the right reasons, trying to keep our state afloat. And so it's going to be a rough year. It's going to be a rough year. I've been working with a woman who's running for Senate up in Massachusetts, and the Republicans getting traction there. So this is going to be a tough year for Democrats, but I think we're going to weather it. And you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
Good deal. Thank you for your time, Mr. Attorney General Doug Gansler. A special thank you to that lady who works in your office that I've known for years.
Raquel Guillory, she's the best.
Absolutely. And keep watching BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.